Hey everybody, welcome to Rock and Roll Shin-Soo, another edition of Show Your Cards. This is a chance where the three of us get to dust off cards from our baseball card collections. These are all usually cards from our youth. And before we show our cards tonight, I want to remind our listeners that if you go to our Facebook page or our Twitter feed, and you take a picture of a card, one of your favorite cards, posted on either the Twitter feed or the Facebook page, we've got a set of Diamond Kings just for you. Look at all those.
Oh, yeah. Look at them
Beautiful
babies.
cards.
87,
Probably
88,
probably some
89
of the-
sets. These are full sets.
Beautiful babies. Beautiful babies.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm reluctant to give
some
them
of
up.
Really, one of the hallmarks of baseball card collecting for me was to get Diamond Kings. So
Oh yeah.
relive the glory of Diamond Kings
Yeah.
by posting a photo of your favorite card. Doesn't have to be a Diamond King, on our Facebook page or our Twitter feed, and we'll get those to you. So,
You can find us on Twitter.
lots of fun.
We are at Rock and Chew on Twitter, and Facebook will come up with a simple
Rock and-
search.
right.
Awesome.
Groovy. So check us out on social media, post a card, and win some Diamond Kings. All right, guys. So with our cards for this session, I'll go ahead and show you mine. This is kind of the era. This is a 1991 card, and this is sort of the beginning of the end for the popular baseball card era, I would say, around 91, 92. Right around there. The market was becoming kind of saturated. All the big brands were sort of creating kind of spin-offs and a lot of limited series and special editions, right? And there were more cards than we knew what to do with, and they were becoming more expensive. And then a few years later, really the bottom just fell out on the entire market. So this is one of those cards that is kind of the end of the golden era, I would say, for baseball cards. 91. This is a Frank Viola
Nice.
Dream Team.
Nice.
And he's holding an apple. I assume that signifies just because he played for the Mets.
Yeah.
I guess. He's also got. Looks like he should be directing a Broadway show. He's got a black
That's an awesome
on as
turtleneck.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, great turtleneck as well. He also seems to kind of look like Harry Reams as well. If you don't know who Harry Reams is, don't Google that at work. All right, but yeah. So that's an NSFW actor to look up, but he kind of looks like Harry Reams here. So yeah, I saw this card and it stood out. I mean, it's kind of a
Those were great
cool
cards.
photo. It's kind of an awkward photo
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, but these were cool cards. These were the Score.
Dream Team, yeah.
They were called the Dream Team series.
Dream Team.
Is what these were called. Doesn't sound that on the front, but on the back, it reads Dream Team, and it's just got a little bio on Frank Viola, just as just basically how good he was. Just a little narrative about him. So
Yeah.
So I thought this was kind of a cool card. Unique, and again, like I said, its place in card history is really, to me, 91 is kind of near the end of the golden era for cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I assume
So,
that was kind
cool.
of similar to 91 Studios.
Yep.
Right,
And so
very
they
similar.
kind of took a page out of that.
Yeah,
Right,
guys
where everybody
remember-
had mullets.
Yeah.
On those studio cards, it was 91, so it's always like Randy Johnson, like in a Cosby sweater, like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, my card is right at the end of that. My card is 92 Topps Stadium Club. And Stadium Club,
Stadium Club.
they were introduced by Topps to compete with Upper Deck as like a higher end card. And this guy has a beautiful mullet, and his name is Dennis Eckersley.
Nice.
And I love the
I would say the quintessential mullet in
Yes.
baseball.
the beautiful green, solid green A's unis. I love those. And a mean Tom Selleck mustache,
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have screwed with Dennis Eckersley in a dark alley,
No.
He'd kick your ass and then go party later.
He was also drinking quite a bit then too.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I mean. He'd kick your ass and then go in the bar and get the hottest chick in the bar to go home with him. I'm fucking Dennis Eckersley. That's how I roll.
Those Stadium Club cards I thought were pretty good looking too.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't have a lot of text on them or
They were
graphics, I should say.
One of the first
Yeah.
glossy glossy cards that Topps
I can
came
still
out with.
smell them. You
Oh,
can,
yeah.
yeah, they have very
Yeah.
distinct
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah, they were made by
Varnish.
Kodak.
Stretched photo too.
Yeah.
Stretched photo that covers
Yeah.
the whole card.
Yeah,
I like
full
that.
bleed.
Yeah,
It was
bleed, I
it
should
was
say.
a,
Yeah, right.
it was a Topps in cooperation with Kodak. If you remember, there were Kodak logos on the packs of the Stadium Club cards.
I forgot about the Kodak logo.
And
Wow.
what I also thought.
So two companies that are now kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Kodak and Topps.
Well, Topps has a stranglehold on the market right now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, right. That's true.
One of the other neat features of these Stadium Club cards, and I thought it was really neat at the time because I had a lot of the rookie cards as well, is they would always show the person's rookie card on the back of the card.
Oh,
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
yeah, 92 Topps Dennis Eckersley.
Did they show like a grid of stats on the back of those?
Yeah,
It was weird,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like sabermetrics.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they were innovative
Design.
cards for sure. Yeah, they even had the foil on
Right.
on the front there, to precursor of a lot of foil later in the decade. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well, in the
It
spirit,
didn't last long. But,
yeah. Nowadays, you're lucky to get not foil on the card. In the spirit of our the kickoff of our Diamond Kings contest, I am choosing Diamond King 1988 Cal Daniels.
Yes.
Kalvosky Daniels.
Kalvosky.
Yes. And yeah, 88 Donruss Diamond King for the Cincinnati Reds that year. And Cal, I'm partial to Cal because I had a black Wilson glove, I think it was, with Cal. It was Cal Daniels autograph on the inside. So I've always been partial to Cal, though. He had that potential but he was just always hurt. And he had a good, pretty solid season and a half with the Reds, and then got traded to the Dodgers, where he put up a solid year with the Dodgers even, but then he got just the injuries were relentless, and he only ended up playing like 7 years.
Wow.
But man, he was on the cusp of
Oh
being
yeah,
something huge.
I remember that card just like yesterday. It seemed like I got one of those in every other pack. It seemed like.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting too because he was he was in that outfield with Eric Davis.
Yeah.
And so to not have Eric Davis,
another guy that that had the potential
Right.
too. That didn't. I mean, granted, he had a handful of great years, but I remember when I looked back at Eric Davis's stats recently, like he wasn't as good as I remembered him to be. You know what I mean? He's one of those players. Like I was like, because he was the cream of the crop for probably not the cream of the crop, but he was an all-star caliber player for 3 or 4 years. But then the window was pretty short for that guy.
Yeah. And when you think about, the Reds won the series in '90. To have these two guys not necessarily live up to their potential, I guess said a lot about Marge Schott pulling some pulling some trades or something. But yeah, in spite of those guys not ultimately producing.
Right. That '90 Reds team, as dominant as it was, if I remember correctly, there's not there weren't really any kind of Hall of Fame caliber guys on that team that I remember offhand. It's like Chris Sabo,
Jose Rijo,
Jose Rijo, yeah, right.
Barry
Eric
Larkin.
Davis, Barry Larkin, the Nasty Boys, Rob Dibble and Randy Myers. Yeah. Larkin would be the superstar.
Yeah. Davis was productive that year. Davis hit 260 with 24 home runs and 86 RBI, and 21 stolen bases.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was he was productive.
Yeah, he had speed and defense. Yeah.
Mariano Duncan was on that team, who Cal Daniels was traded for.
Wow.
Paul O'Neill, Todd Benzinger, Billy Hatcher. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
Sabo
and
some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some good players, but like Larkin would be like the only person I would consider like a superstar on that team.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well,
that was able
ultimately
to,
the only
that had
Hall
like
of
a
Famer.
long career.
Yeah.
Career.
Right.
He didn't have a long career, but it seemed like Chris Sabo, everybody had his card when they came out.
Right.
Oh yeah. But and then that rotation, Tom Browning was in there, but a guy who was
Charlton.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Nice.
Cool. Good stuff.
Good cards.
Well, that concludes another session of Show Your Cards. So keep ripping open those wax packs and take care.
And submit your own.
Yes, show your cards.
And submit your own, please. Show your cards. Go to Facebook, go to Twitter. Win Diamond Kings. Take care.